Top story. This broke yesterday. Absolutely massive, huge, great, beautiful news. UAE residents in India, Pakistan, and four more countries can finally come home. The news so many of you have been waiting for finally broke yesterday. So this is fully vaccinated UAE residents in India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Nepal, Nigeria, and Uganda will be permitted to fly back to the UAE from tomorrow. Now, there are small hoops that you will need to jump through, but I don't think anyone will mind, being that it's been months and months. So yes, you do need to have a valid residency visa. So they're not just letting tourists fly back, it's everyone who has a valid residency visa. You must also provide proof of vaccination, and it must be 14 days after the second dose of vaccine before you'll be allowed to board that flight. The vaccine must be approved here in the UAE. Now, there are also pre-flight requirements, such as you must get your permit approved on the Federal Authority of Identity and Citizenship before you fly, in addition to vaccine certificates certified by the concerned authorities and PCR tests within 48 hours of departing. Which is, to be honest, in general, when you're traveling, this is the type of stuff that you have to get done anyway. But yes, you do need to go onto the Federal Authority and get a permit. Now, there are categories. If you are not vaccinated, there are categories exempt. So, for example, people working in education, people working in humanitarian, in the medical sector. There's a number of categories that actually are exempt from this. And if you're a UAE resident, you can still come back. So jump onto NCMA, National Centre Crisis Management Authority, get all the information from there. But I think the big headline is that residents, for the most part, in these countries will be able to come home from tomorrow. And I just, there's been so much, it's been months and months, and of like questions and flights and airlines saying this and that. Finally, it's happening, and hopefully, flights will open up tomorrow.
Yes, for now, it's, like you said, mostly for residents. It hasn't reached out to tourists and those on visit visas as of yet. But this is amazing news, because with school starting, students can come back, teachers can come back, families can reunite, and it's after such a long stretch. After April 24th?
I think Simran manifested this, because yesterday we were chatting about it, and even Simran has been saying, like, she's like, look, there's so many students stuck abroad. Like, it's the worst time they've been since April 24th, so right before the end of the term ended last year, and all summer, and thinking, am I going to get back? They'll be back in for September, actually excited about school because it's been so long. So I think you manifested it. And
not me. I think it's always the residents.
No, but you were really keenly feeling their pain.
Oh yeah,
for the new school year.
I'm sure we all were, and it shows how considerate the UAE is. Honestly, like, knowing the schools are going to start, they have made sure to factor this into it. Like, students, medical staff, and faculty members of schools and educational institutes will be allowed to come back to the UAE regardless of the vaccination, like what kind of vaccination status they're on right now.
As long as you have your residency visa, which is just fantastic. I think so many people share the story, and like, it's so nice to be able to share good news. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's so much negativity, and it's so nice to have people be like, I love this, and share it with their family and friends. So great news.
And this is one of those that brings such a relief. So when you say it, it's like, finally, people.
Is this also the same theme for the next story?